tank the maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Fudge knuckers. Oh, I can't. I'm gonna have to meet Zevran already. Hello, Zevran. It's nice to meet ya. It's time to fight.
The Grey Warden dies here!
Okay, with her, wait, she's also someone that uses the crossbow. Which is kind of sad because I don't want her to be. Oh well.
I see.
Okay, so she's getting her health. He's getting health. Okay, Liliana needs... Liliana is dead first.
Wipe them out. I see. Oh, is this too much? I'm in danger. Do something. The pain.
Okay.
Becomes me. I need healing.
We all kind of do.
I am
Sparky is just about dead.
wounded. I see.
I should probably... Wait. Dang, I don't have any flasks. But wait until I can steal some health. Alright, time to freeze him. They're all dead here. Wake him up and talk to him. Why not?
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead. Or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet. Ah, so it's questions you have for me, is it? While I do enjoy a good beating from a handsome brute, let me save you a bit of time and get right to the point. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Who hired you to kill us?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
How much were you paid?
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
What are the Antivan Crows?
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
You came all the way from Antiva?
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see.
Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employers?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further. Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
And what's to stop you from finishing the job later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Won't they come after you?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
Can I expect the same amount?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing. In which case, I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
Oh, you are not very recommended for the job, then.
I think you're royally tough to kill. I'm only hoping that you're stupid. That was a joke. Let me rephrase that. I'm hoping that you're the sort of fellow that takes a chance every now and again. Yes?
Not have laughed as hard as I did. I'm just so very stupid. Why would I want your services?
Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan Crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I also know a great many jokes. 12 massage techniques, 6 different card games. I do wonderful at parties, no?
What do you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
I'm royally stupid for this, but...
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan Crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Okay.
Blood and damnation.
I'm sorry, Liliana. I want that guy to switch out his items. And to be completely honest, he pretty much sucks. It's a guarantee he sucks at this point. Crow daggers suck. He does have quite a bit of better stuff, so... Okay. Morgan. Is this better than what you got? Yes, it is. Alrighty. Morgan has... Dang it. Well, I already have a lot of friendship with her. -3 isn't too bad. Oh wait. Yeah, you should be able to see the... Okay, items received. Assassin. Alrighty. Alright, seems like I only have one choice of where to go, so... May as well go in that path. Taking a better look at the Join the fray! Oh no! He's dead.
Time for more practice.
Oh, fudge. I am going to die.
Good shot.
You know what, when I'm given the chance, I'll go and start selling stuff. goodness for the dream. Thank goodness for the dream. I gotta freeze him. I gotta freeze him as soon as I can. Okay. Okay, he's almost dead. Oh, thank goodness.
Get me out of this.
Okay.
Oh, it is too much.
That's what she said. Alright.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly.
Oh, really?
I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
What do you mean there wasn't time?
You were there in Ostergar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
Yes, I recognize your face.
You were there with the Grey Wardens, one of Duncan's new recruits. I was to guard the king. He was my friend, understand? Maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostergar.
At least they didn't suffer long.
No, perhaps not. But I've been given the chance to set things right. If it's the likes of you who sees me to my final hour, perhaps things happen for a reason. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the wardens.
Does this still have...
I'd say so. It's where Calen kept his father's sword. The one he always said he'd slay the archdemon with. More than that, there was a secret compartment where he kept documents concerning his dealings with Empress Celine and the Orlesians.
Do you still have this key?
The Maker has a sense of humor, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now. I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there. I hope not. Would they know how to work the lock, even if they did? The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search. If you have any survivors of the battle among your companions, take them with you. Their memory of the terrain will serve you well. I'm only sorry I cannot join you. It is vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Caelen's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
Okay, I guess I have another thing to do then. Yeah.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
Can you... What did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
You look disturbed.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries. That is closer to the truth than you might think. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
So why send
I
you
do
out?
not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
So if you died, she would have another daughter?
Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of confidence from her on my capabilities. Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Korkari wilds so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought.
Are you certain about this?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired. Their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
I don't suppose...
Once, Flemeth was a mage. This was before the time of the Circle of Magi, but she wielded magical power of the same sort that all the ancient shamans did. It was no different. She summoned a demon and made it part of her, and became an abomination, one that has thrived. Whether Flemeth has always been the demon, or mastered it, or they are one, I truly do not know. No matter what she is, her body still ages and will not sustain her forever, so she must find new bodies. I am to be the next new body in a very long line.
So what do you intend to do about
There
it?
is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Why do you need my help?
Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Can this not...
And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst, Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same.
Okay. Very well, I'll help
Then what
you.
needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Korkari wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she would truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Alright. Do I have a time limit?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
It sounds like you just want someone to do dirty work. I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Alright. It's time for me to sell a lot of stuff. Wait. I also have to do something for Alistair. I have a lot of stuff to sell.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let me see your...
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Mm-hmm. All right. Alright, it seems like I've basically gotten what I could. Selling wise, anyways. Deeper? No, I can't do it. Rare and even. Alright. Okay, Win. I got something for ya.
A generous gift.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
Oh my god. To become more suave. Oh.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Yep. Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Ooh, I need another backpack.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Mm-hmm. Starting to slow down.
I'm just feeling a little weary is all. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
There's still some left.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
Oh, you're morbid. I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years yet.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
But I love you, Grandma. Grandma
Have you
wins.
encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Those were the first
The
ones.
first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
But it's the knowledge.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they say.
You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity. Their humanity.
If one retains one's humanity, one is not an abomination.
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it. What's on your mind?
I was just thinking about the girl.
It is no trouble.
Hey, Zevron.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead. Is there ever a good
I
time?
would have asked earlier, but I wanted to wait until you seemed ready to speak, which you do. Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity. Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong? Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Fuck! I got a -2. I needed...
What say you?
I needed a friend.
By all means.
What does it take to become an
Well,
assassin?
the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field. I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer, as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
Okay.
See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? What say you?
Can you teach others to become an
I
assassin?
suppose the Crows are already furious, yes? What harm is another tweak to their nose? If you wish to be trained in the basics of an assassin, I can certainly show you. or anyone else who is also a rogue. It shall be fun. I will make it fun. I promise.
I unlocked it.
What
Yeah.
say you?
I want to discuss something personal.
Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
Never mind. Stan.
You called.
Let's go.
As you wish.
I don't know why I love him so much, but I just do. Sparky!
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
Aww. Good.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
He's a warhound, not some pampered and powdered
I
lab.
suppose that's true. Just make him sleep over on the other side of the camp. With Alistair. With any luck, that will keep all the stench confined to one small area.
Oh my god. One small area. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I love Sparky.
Something on your mind? Of course. Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
Sex.
Oh, so that's what we're talking about. Well, if you really want to know, you tell me first.
Many, multiple times.
And apparently you have no shame as well. Well, all right, I'll play along. I myself never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
So you're a virgin, and you're how old? You've never had the opportunity?
Well, living in the Chantry is not exactly a life for rambunctious boys. They raised me to be a gentleman. That's not so bad, is it?
Not really.
I've no urge to rush into anything. We may not even survive what is to come, after all. Enough. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
You're
Let's go.
awkward. You're so awkward, and I love it. Oh, awkward, adorable
I'm
guy.
here for you.
Okay. We need to talk.
Of course.
What will you do?
I have not given this a lot of thought. What will I do? We've traveled far and wide. Does it need to end?
I would like to see the world too.
There's so much out there. Adventures to be had and stories to be told. I want to be part of it all. I might need some company. And you're not too irritating. You're welcome to come along if you like.
When you say it that way.
It is settled then. You and I wandering the world, seeking our fortunes. I can't wait.
Ah,
I'm here for you.
we need to talk.
Of course. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Any stories from Morley?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Olay. A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot. Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Did she win the tourney? That's kind of interesting.
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
Oh wow, that's kind of violent.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
That was actually kind of sweet, just saying, in a way. It was bittersweet.
I'm here for you.
We need to talk
Of course.
about us.
Wait, you want to talk about us? Is there something bothering you? Really? You think so?
Yes.
Sweet.
I'm so happy. We are talking right in front of fucking Wynn, who just told me to break it off with you. Aw, I just want to hug you.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. I shouldn't be
It is no
disturbing
trouble.
you.